tell him in private, we'll tell him in a minute. You brought him in. No, we didn't. Jose, thank you for joining us. Give us 1 second.
Sorry, 1 second. We're arguing right now. We're
doing the intro. We'll bring you right in. All right, man.
No. He's in now. He's in. No, fuck that. He's in. He's a returning guest. He gets to see the family.
No. This is private podcast talk. Give us a second, Jose. Thank you for joining us. We'll be with you in a second.
Really? Are we really gonna put him back in the freaking thing? Is that what we're doing?
You were supposed to put him in the thing in the lobby while we did the intro.
Oh, okay. Yeah. No. He's staying.
Is perfect. This is This is gonna be the best podcast ever. It's so chaotic.
It's already chaotic. But
I don't.
What the hell did I walk into?
You walked into a family argument,
I don't want to have Jose here while we do this.
You walked into a family argument. You know what?
It's not a family argument. I'm sorry, Jose. This is really not.
You know what it is? He's wearing those fucking sunglasses.
First of all, Jose,
he's wearing those.
I apologize for having you wait so long. It's not because of me. I'll let you know that much right now.
I
don't care,
receipts,
dude.
I got receipts.
I'm glad you don't care.
I got receipts.
When we say 3 o'clock for our guest, we value his time because he is a valued guest with knowledge that we want to have in this podcast.
I got receipts, sir.
Okay.
I got receipts.
I don't want to expose Danny into his brother. That's the thing. That's why I don't want to say this in front of
Dude,
Jose.
I dare you. Because you won't say this shit in my face.
I wanted to tell him how to do this.
Oh my God.
You're an online troll.
Is it petty? Is it petty?
100%
Is it very
petty.
It's not, dude. It's really not. It's really
Listen,
not.
Here's the thing. He won't say this shit to my face because he knows that I'll fucking punch him in his face. I love him to death, but he won't say this to my face.
He's getting mad. He's getting a violent reaction from it because he knows what I'm telling him. Was he always like this, Jose? Was he always like this? Was he always so violent when you brought up stuff that
always,
Danny, you gotta bring that down.
Jose,
we love you, but this is what
Jose, you're my
Let's
brother.
have fun. Let's have a podcast, bro.
He's the one that asked me to bring this out in front of everyone. All right, so I'll do this.
Let's have a podcast, bro.
This is what pisses me off.
I got receipts. It's okay. I don't mind.
This is what pisses me off. He gets really up on my shit about having everything on time. Hey, bro, we gotta really step it up with the reels, bro. Hey, bro, we gotta post more on the page. Hey, bro, we really gotta start taking it a little more seriously, right? You know, it takes time to make reels, right?
It's the sunglasses.
Reels are hard to make.
It's the sunglasses.
I asked him, hey, Danny,
take off those sunglasses. Look at me in the eye. Take off the sunglasses. Look at me in the eye.
Can you help me?
Why don't you take off the sunglasses?
Can you help
look
me
at me
watch
in the eye?
The
hey,
podcast?
Hey,
LA Knight from Wish. But he's asked me. He's the one that asked me to expose him. And he's doing all this.
Oh my God, you guys sound like a married, like a disgruntled married couple.
We sound like a podcast that has been 8 episodes in. We sound like a podcast that's been 8 episodes in. But this is my problem. He asked me for all this, and yo cumplo, y yo le digo, mira, tú puedes ver los episodios del podcast para poder darme mira, se ríe, porque he knows where I'm going with this. Se ríe, mira. Yo le pregunto, mira, can you rewatch the podcast? Give me the highlights. Just rewatch it and mark the points that are interesting so that I can make a highlight reel and we can edit that, right? ¿Sabes lo que hace? ¿Sabes lo que yo veo en los highlights?
You know what?
¿Sabes lo que yo veo en los timestamps?
It's over.
Yo veo.
He's about to be exposed and he's like, something happened to the mute button?
I don't care.
Did he get muted? Something happened?
Es lo que pidió.
I don't know. Here's the thing.
Mira, escucha. Pero déjame terminar, Dani. Yo te voy a dar tu tiempo para que tú te defiendas. Yo le pregunto, mira, tú puedes, el podcast de 1 hora y 10 minutos que nosotros hicimos, can you watch it? Give me the highlights so I can make a highlight reel, send it to you and we can edit it together. Él me manda los highlights 10 minutos, 20 minutos, 30 minutos. They all finish in around 30 minutes. Nothing after 30 minutes. We don't say anything of interest after 30 minutes, apparently. He watches half of the podcast and then just sends me little tidbits.
Wow, no, I watched the entire thing. You told me to send you stuff I found interesting. I sent you the things that I found interesting. Sir, you could do the same thing.
And then I ask him, hey, edit the videos. Edit half of these videos.
You can leave.
And what he does is he just takes the video and he runs it through an AI thing that does generated captions. And that's his editing video. And I'm just letting him know. I wanted to tell him in private, I want to take it seriously. I'm taking it seriously. I made these shirts. I brought him shirts that he's not wearing right now. So I just don't want him to keep telling me, hey, take this seriously. And I'm trying to have a conversation in private with him about it.
Oh, that's what it is.
And put your shirt on, bro. Go put your shirt on.
Yeah. It's in the wash. Anyway, Yeah, but who does all the podcasting logistics and the SEO? Who does all the background stuff that nobody wants to do? Yeah, you talk about editing videos, but I'm the one that went and set up everything.
That's all you got to do, and you missed it 2 weeks in a row, dude.
Really?
How many episodes? We had to release 2 episodes in a row de cantazo, cabrón. I didn't want to bring this up like this.
Wow, Mister.
You're not even doing what you're asking me to do and what you're asking yourself to do.
Wow. So just remember. It is Scorpio season.
I want this all.
I just want you to remember it is Scorpio season.
Privacy was intended.
Just remember that this is Scorpio season, and I'm going to take note of all this. Anyway, welcome to another episode of the EOW podcast.
Are we recording?
Yes, we have been recording this entire time.
Oh my God. All right. Start over.
No.
And you know what, Jose, hey, before we get into all this, I don't need you to watch this episode to get the highlight reel. Don't worry about it. I got you on this one, buddy.
Welcome to another episode of the EOW podcast. Sorry for the family argument. That was just me and Will showing love. I will strangle him in person. It's going to
be the one that actually people watch now. You watch this. And
that's some violent love, man. I grew up with him. He's always been violent and love. It's I don't know.
I wanted to bring you in. I wanted to bring you in to ask you, hey, does this happen with your brother as a joking way? I didn't want to bring you in as can you be a witness to what I am witnessing right now?
I mean, listen, has Danny always been the easiest to get along with? No, but he has had some physical altercations throughout the years trying to make his point.
You
can't do that, Danny. That's illegal. That's assault.
Sir. I'm gonna tell you this right now. You don't have to agree or disagree. I don't give a damn. Here's the thing: violence is always on the table. It might not be my first option, but it's always on the fucking table.
We're watching fake violence, right?
Listen. And there's always something called the receipt.
Excuse me, you better retract that statement, sir. If we're going to be talking about wrestling, you better not be bringing up the F word up in here, side. Okay? Because if you were in front of me right now, I'll be laying to smack it down from here to there, from Bayamon to Austin, all over the place, and making the right on SmackDown Hotel, because you dare not ever say that wrestling is fake, sir.
It's never
predetermined.
It is predetermined violence.
It's predetermined, but as you saw last night or yesterday afternoon, Logan Paul saved Rey Mysterio from nearly ending his career from a neck injury.
We shall get into that.
Tell me that wrestling is fake, sir.
Sir. Oh, see, that's the thing. Just because it's pre-scripted, you think that violence isn't on the table, sir. Violence is always on the table. Always.
Don't you see me with the glasses?
I try to be as pacifist as I can.
I'm doing love, brother.
No, listen. Look, it's like this.
Dude, is that your real hair, bro?
Yes, that is his real hair. But dude, he thinks he's fucking...
It's amazing, bro.
Oh, thank you.
You look like a straight-up wrestler. You look like you could have wrestled, bro. Do you wrestle?
I'm trying to get into it, buddy.
I know you're in Austin. Dude, you're in good shape. No, dude, you're in good shape. You got the look. I know some people in Texas if you're willing to put in the work.
I got into the wrestling school, the AWP, I think it is here. I went there to check it out, but the tuition's just a little expensive for me for December.
This whole thing is that he put on the persona today with the sunglasses and the headband, and he thought he was tough.
Okay, the real reason I have the glasses on, the sunglasses on, and I'm not gonna take them off, so don't ask. We'll do it at the end, so we'll keep the interest till. You know what
we'll do. What we'll do at the end of the show. I think this would be a fantastic idea, and I'll be the unbiased judge here. Okay, but I think you guys should have a promo off. Okay, a promo based on who does more production on the show.
Oh, easy.
A promo off.
That's great.
So we'll have until the end of the show.
I'm gonna tell you this right now. He cannot stand with me in a promo to promo battle, and he fucking knows it.
Okay, we'll see. We shall see. But we'll save that for the end of the show because we got a lot of stuff to cover today, right?
Listen,
we do have a lot of stuff to cover.
Like John Cena says,
rewind everything.
So we're gonna do
that. Everybody, welcome to another episode of EOW. We have a special guest tonight. The other voice that you were hearing today, not complaining and being completely unbiased until I mentioned that wrestling was fake, and I don't believe that it's fake. It's pre-scripted. Just so we're clear, it was just a funny little joke.
Sir, it is recorded.
Jose Gonzalez.
I will release this. You said it was fake.
I'll release everything you've said in all the other conversations we've had. Don't worry,
I mean,
we'll
you
have
already got a guaranteed clip on your hands, bro. So I'm just saying.
Okay,
guaranteed.
So all the accolades that I could mention from Jose Gonzalez, all the things that I could mention that he's done, and we'll be another half hour here talking. We're just here to discuss Crown Jewel. I loved Crown Jewel. I had a great time watching it.
This is our monthly episode with Jose Gonzalez from the Jose G. Gonzalez Media Company.
And we're trying to get him booked for after the 25th, which we just found out is going to be Survivor Series, just 20 days away from today, everybody.
And it's not just Survivor Series. It's Survivor Series War Games.
What did I say in the last show? What did I say in the last show?
What did you say in the last show?
I said in the last show that this whole setup was for War Games at Survivor Series. Now we just got to figure out what the teams are.
Yeah, I love it. All right, so
we knew it was let's start SmackDown before.
Wait. Let me do this. Okay. Let's start with let's start breaking down the card. First and foremost, it was in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia, like every Crown Jewel is in every year.
But it wasn't in the stadium this time. It was actually in the arena.
It was in the arena. So they didn't sell as many tickets.
I was surprised.
Dude, they sold out in 2 hours, though.
Yeah, but it's a smaller place.
Still, bro. I mean, they sold out in 2 hours. That was a pretty loud crowd, too. Just because it's an arena doesn't mean you can't fit in like 20,000 people in there. There was at least 16 to 20,000 people in there.
And the entrances were some of the best entrances we see. Crown Jewel, they splurge money. They know they're going to spend money when they go to Saudi Arabia because they know they're going to get banked when they go to Saudi Arabia.
Before we break down the entire card, match by match, I want to get y'all's thoughts. Overall, pay-per-view, PLE, whatever. What was y'all's overall thoughts of Crown Jewel?
I thought it was a solid show. I mean, from top to bottom was pretty good. I mean, we started off hot with Seth Rollins, and then you end up, with a really good match. The beautiful thing about Roman and what he does at that level in the main event, his storytelling is uncanny. He said it on SmackDown. What he does is cinema, right? And it's true.
No, that was Roman. That was Roman. Roman on SmackDown said,
Roman on SmackDown. He's like, what do the kids call it? I do cinema, bro.
God.
When he said that, and I'm like, okay, it's true. And it's not that I haven't been writing any type of bandwagon. I try to look at this as objective as I can. And dude, I mean, what he did last night, even though, he got that nefarious win because Jimmy Uso, helped him out, it was the storytelling behind him because he has so much clout, so much power within the WWE. He can get away with anything. And that was the story that he was telling. This is just the start of the storyline between LA Knight and Roman Reigns.
100%. I've been calling this since the beginning.
Even I think it was even Michael Cole or somebody, one of the announcers said at the end of the match, LA Knight proved himself to be a main event level. He has proven himself he belongs up here, and that is what this match was all about. Everyone knew LA Knight was going to lose, but it wasn't LA Knight losing. It was LA Knight being there in the first place. Everyone's just, I'm fucking giddy about it, dude. Like, I was just watching it with like everyone.
Dude, I gotta
yeah signs, bro. I took a picture of that because I was like, I called this 10 months ago. I called this, and I feel so happy about being right about a guy that deserves it, and has deserved it for a long time. So it was such a great show for me to see LA Knight finally go to the top.
Yeah,
he's gonna get something. He's gonna get it soon. So
I can totally sympathize, from your point of view, from a fan looking at him from when he got changed to Max Dupree, and then he went back to LA Knight, and then that meteoric rise that he had. And this week, you guys may want to keep an eye out on my social media because I did an interview with him about 5 years ago.
Drop it in here. Drop it
in
here right now.
I had an interview with him about 5 years ago, so I got to look for it. I'm going to make a reel of it. He had a match with Carlito. So dude, this was like way back, and he still had that same charisma, the same posture, the same way that he talks. And I'm just so happy for him. What he's been able to do in the last 12 months. So be on the lookout, dude. I'll be dropping that on my social media this week, hopefully.
By being himself too, that's the best part. When you don't have to rely on like a gimmick that you're forced to interpret. He does it so naturally. It comes naturally out of him, you know. So it's great to just see him be, you know, himself.
Well, what I love
people
about...
who were themselves, and they were because they were themselves. Oh man, where are they? Where are my little? There they are, dude. We witnessed a murder. We witnessed the murder.
Yes, we did.
In Crown Jewel. Dude.
Wait. Let's go through the card. Let's go through the card.
Go through the card then.
There was a match on the kickoff show, and then there was
Sami Zayn versus JD.
McDonough. I didn't get to watch Sami Zayn. Huge pop for Sami Zayn.
Come on.
This is his second time in Saudi Arabia. You know, the last time was 6 months ago when he had the tag match. But this is, you know, this was his first solo match in Saudi Arabia. It's a huge deal because I don't know if you guys knew about all the politics and all the things that were kind of going behind stage with Sami Zayn in Saudi Arabia, things like that. So it's actually a really good thing. Even amidst all the shit that's going on that side of the world, it's a miss to kind of take your mind off of everything, of all the shit that's going on, and just everybody just having a good time and, you know, really just supporting a fellow Middle Eastern person in Sami Zayn. So I think that was great for him, man.
It was
Give
good.
Me a tiny little summary of like explain it to me. Like if I'm 6 years old, what is the conflict with Sami Zayn in Saudi Arabia?
So, all right. So he's Syrian, right? So Syrian and Saudi Arabia, they were having some geopolitical issues at the time. And during that time, in the early part of the WWE Saudi Arabia deal, Sami Zayn was not going to any of the events at all in protest of what issue that Saudi Arabia was having with Syria. So I think it was earlier this year, like whatever happened between Syria and I could be wrong. I mean, don't quote me because I'm not a geopolitical guy. I'm not a news guy. But
this is the real right here.
Yeah, but from what I understand, right, whatever happened. And now he's okay with traveling over there. So it was a big deal for him because before it was this geopolitical, semi-religious thing that was going on between Syria and Saudi, and that kind of trickled into, you know, Sammy's always been kind of an activist type of guy. So that trickled into his persona, and he would never really do the Saudi shows until recently. So that was a pretty cool thing for him.
Right on, dude.
It was a good kickoff show. The match was pretty good. It was really good.
I always wonder what was like Sammy's like connection, because I knew about it. I heard like a little bit about it. I didn't know how serious it was. I didn't know how serious it was. You know what? We're gonna move on. The match was great. It was the kickoff show. Sammy always killed it. JD McDonough always taking the finishers like a fucking pro, dude. That guy is selling.
That dude was taking some serious bumps.
Dude, because he has the head to take it. Bumps. He has the head to take all those bumps.
Looking like Lord Farquaad. The dude takes some serious bumps, man.
Dude, looking like a Minecraft character.
Oh, 100%.
Dude, the Raw kickoff, I think it was the Raw kickoff show before Saudi Arabia. No, I think it was the one before where Cody Rhodes did the 2 crossroads on the table to JD McDonough. And Sami Zayn was like just hyping him up, like, come on. He threw the microphone away from his hand and just told him, do another one. Like that shit looks so like that connection that those two have. They're so fucking, dude. Jey Uso, Cody Rhodes, and Sami Zayn have to make a faction. That's it. That's all I'm saying. All
right.
So, I know.
So great match. Great warm up to warm up the crowd in Saudi Arabia. Now we go to the opening match of the evening. Title match between Seth Rollins. Main event. Yeah, well, the opening match of the evening, the co-main, some might say. Seth Rollins versus Drew McIntyre. Great fucking match. Amazing. I loved it. It was great.
It's what everyone expected. But the complaint that I'm hearing, at least, and I know Jose is gonna have a little more insight into this and correct me, or maybe like let me know why they're doing this way. But everyone is complaining that Drew is looking weak as fuck, losing clean to a broken back Seth Rollins. Of course, this makes Seth Rollins look so much stronger as a contender for the heavyweight title. God damn it, Drew deserved it. Drew fucking deserved this one.
Did he?
First, here's my first question to answer before I start answering your question. Who are these they are saying that this is making Drew look weak, right? Are these the internet trolls behind the keyboard that are making the comments on the YouTube channels and on the
your
Twitters?
Fellow brethren, Willy, the people that dress like you and say things?
Is it these marks that think that they know better than the actual bookers behind it, that are actually putting these shows together? I completely disagree. I think this is actually a very good move for Drew McIntyre. You know why? Because this gives you the permission to really flip him over to heel and maybe even have him join the Judgment Day, because Rhea was like, I told you so. I think this to really just gives him permission to really just start making that heel turn. If you ever seen Drew McIntyre as a heel, he's an excellent heel. So I think we need more heels right now. There's too many baby faces. We need more heels. And I think Drew McIntyre having that switch, and I think also having this be the first out of another 3-match series with Seth. I think this is also the start of that storyline too. I don't think that storyline's over either, because as you've been seeing, we've been seeing Drew's character slowly turn, kind of like minding his own business, not being of assistance, only kind of doing things out of his own interest as from the character standpoint. So I think this is actually a brilliant move. I think this is great because this actually, for the character of Drew McIntyre, you set in more frustration. And what happens when a character has had enough?
They turn to the heel. Dark side.
And when they turn heel, that's when they have the success. We've seen it with Rhea. We've seen it with Seth Rollins. We see it with our tribal chief, Roman Reigns.
I'll acknowledge your tribal chief. No, what I loved about the match.
No. I want to hear what Willy was going to say.
No, yeah, it's a very interesting outlook of how you're seeing it. I understand that. Of course, when you're hearing the complaints, you're understanding also, because you don't look at it just as I don't see it as just pessimism completely, right? I really wanted Drew to win because I personally wanted Drew to win.
Yeah.
Because I see Drew with that title, and I think to myself, it belongs on his hands now. But I get that point. Everyone knows that if he lost, after we saw that little bit with Rhea coming in and saying nothing, she didn't have to say anything. We knew. So I'm not against it. It's just, wow, with a broken back, Seth freaking Rollins beat cleanly.
What's your take on this, Danny? What's your take on this?
Well, first and foremost, I love heel Drew. I think heel Drew is one of the best heels in the WWE probably to ever do it. What I like about him when he's heel is like he's more of like that Stone Cold-ish type of guy where he kind of comes in, wrecks house, and leaves. And I think we're missing that true big man, badass, don't give a fuck about nobody. Whether he joins the Judgment Day, whether he doesn't. Like, I don't know if he's going to join the Judgment Day. I think he will, just to screw them over because they screwed him over. You see what I'm saying? So I thought the match itself was phenomenal.
When did the Judgment Day screw Drew over?
Doesn't matter. But they have, though. They've cost him matches. They've interrupted. They've done what a heel faction does, just pretend to help, but ended up costing him the match. You know what I'm saying? They've done that before.
Yeah, but they never did it against them.
But the fact is, no matter whether you have to take it as the character, not as the viewer in his eyes. Doesn't matter. They got involved.
Oh, right. I forgot. You don't actually watch the Raw shows. You just watch the highlights later on. So
I don't blame him, man. That's 3 hours, bro.
Well, I watch.
Here's the thing. I actually have a day job.
Do you watch it, Jose? Do you watch the 3 hours?
No, I'll watch like an hour the day of, and then I'll just watch the rest of the day after. I just fast forward through the commercials.
I watch the 3 hours just because right afterwards I have another podcast where we review Raw right afterwards, and I
get your pain. I used to do that too.
But it's fun. I like it because I like watching Raw, and if I catch it later, I know where to watch it, like, and catch up. Wink, wink, wink. But I get to watch all the storylines develop, and I get to see people coming up, like the fucking what are these guys called? The brothers, the brothers that debut recently.
Creed brothers from NXT.
Creed brothers.
They're good.
Those guys are serious, yeah.
But
they're good.
I'm digressing. I apologize.
So moving on to the second match of the evening. The Women's World Championship.
Rhea Ripley versus Nia Jax versus Zoe
Rhea Ripley versus the rest of the roster.
Rodriguez
That's
versus
what it was.
Shayna
right?
Baszler.
It was Rhea Ripley versus the rest of the roster. Nia Jax, Shayna Baszler, Zoe Stark, and Raquel Rodriguez. In my opinion, I didn't think any one of those women looked weak in that match. I thought every woman had their spot. Shayna Baszler with the 3 submission holds at the same time looked like a badass. Raquel Rodriguez with the big spots, Zoe Starks with the big movements, jumping all over the place, Nia Jax just destroying and leveling the place, and Rhea Ripley showing why she's champ, coming out with the dub at the end of the match was expected, Shayna Baszler, but beautiful.
When Shayna Baszler did that hold, and she kept just wrecking the fuck out of all of them at the same time, I said, if she wins, I will not complain. I don't want Rhea to lose her title, but if Shayna Baszler wins, she's the one that looks the most like a contender after this match. Everyone pulled their weight, but Shayna Baszler just fucking looked amazing here.
I would like to know you guys' opinion on this, on Shayna Baszler.
It sucked that she got pinned, though, man. Like, I didn't like that she got pinned. So you tell me, Insider. Tell me, Insider.
Agreed. I didn't like that she got pinned. But I'm a huge Shayna Baszler fan, especially when she was in NXT. I mean, we're talking about one of the women's that came close to Asuka's streak. I mean, Asuka is the only, if you guys didn't know this about Asuka was the only WWE superstar to carry the NXT title for over 900 days undefeated.
Interesting.
All right.
She's a beast.
She's a beast. She never lost the NXT title. She relinquished it when she made her
to this day.
Her move up. Huh?
To this day,
she did.
Is she?
She relinquished it, right? So then after Asuka relinquished it, Shayna Baszler became NXT Women's Champion, and she had nearly a 2-year run with that title, and she became a two-time NXT Women's Champion. Then when she made her main roster debut, they had her have this matchup with Becky Lynch. It wasn't the right angle. It was right before the pandemic. It did not turn out good. And she just hasn't really had a good solo career. She's had success as a tag team, but she hasn't really had a good solo career. So I don't know if they dropped the ball with her taking the pin at Crown Jewel, but she's certainly a contender. However, I want to think along the lines that they're either going to line up 2 scenarios that I'm seeing down the line. Either Raquel versus Rhea, because they have some history going back to NXT. They had a fantastic last women's standing match to kind of send off Rhea into the main roster and Raquel into the main roster. So that was a fabulous match. And then the other one would be the one that everybody wants to see, Rhea Ripley versus Bianca Belair, because Bianca Belair ended up losing. So we'll see.
That's not the one that I want to see. The one that I want to watch for WrestleMania is Rhea Ripley versus. No, don't say Jade Cargill. I know everyone wants to jump in and say Jade Cargill after how much they know about me at this point, but no, I meant Becky Lynch versus Rhea Ripley is the one that I'm expecting at WrestleMania.
Okay.
You know, I like all that, but I would love to see Shayna Baszler be put in for Royal Rumble as a contender versus Rhea, because I think her promos are good. I think her in-work ability is good. I think legitimately, when you're looking from an outsider's perspective, she can truly possibly kick her ass in real life. So it's like you put that
she can kick every woman's ass in that locker room, bro. I don't care. As she can beat the shit out of Jade Cargill for all I care. If we're talking about combat sports wise,
for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
They could at some point build her up Ronda, to be like they could build her up as the
beat Ronda, dude.
She could build up as the Brock Lesnar of the.
Well, it's a work, but I bet you she could beat Ronda in real life too.
All right, so Rhea Ripley retains her title. She pins Shayna Baszler after dropping what's it? Her Riptide with who was it she had in her hand? Zoe Stark or
she had Zoe Stark, and it was an avalanche one, and then she landed on all of, because I think who was it that went? Oh, Raquel Rodriguez. Raquel went to go for the pin. Then Rhea did her move from the second row, and then she moved everybody to pin Shayna Baszler. If you really want to make mommy look that much better, I would have done a Roman Reigns and stack all of them on there, and be like, who's mommy's always on top?
Pin all of them at once.
What was your favorite spot of the match? Because I feel like this match had so many spots that you can just go on and on about. But I already said mine, which is the Shayna Baszler triple submission. That was such a great spot. But what was y'all's favorite spot of this match?
I mean, that was it. That was the highlight. That was the biggest for me. And that whole string of action afterwards with Nia Jax, she has her in the log, and then Zoe Stark comes in. Thing is, Zoe Stark and Shayna Baszler were starting to have this sort of friendship. So now it's gonna be weird to see how that storyline is gonna develop in the next few weeks in Raw. So not much more to talk about this match. It was pretty good though. It was really
my favorite
good.
spot. I would have to say the Shayna spot was my favorite spot, just because it was the most telling, because she had 3 women at once under submission, which was amazing. But I also really enjoyed the face-off between Raquel and Rhea. I thought that was great. You know, they were both toe-to-toe. They were both kicking each other in the face, and they were both pretty much very evenly matched. So, yeah, favorite spot.
Rhea Ripley wins. All right,
now moving on.
Let's move to the obituary, guys.
Yeah, the obituary, the bald spot.
I'm drying my eyes, is what I'm doing.
Pepe Le Pew. The bald spot versus Pepe Le Pew. That's what we're
God damn, dude. Okay, so here's the thing about John Cena. I wasn't really interested in this match when it got announced. John Cena got on that fucking microphone and he just mentioned, I haven't won in over how many fucking years. And that's when I was like, wow, they really found some stakes for this match to look good. They found a reason for this match to be important for John Cena. And boy, I was invested, dude. I really wanted John Cena to win. I was so hyped. I was like, finally, a John Cena win.
What I
got out of his way. He did moves that he doesn't normally do. He went on the top rope. He did
a choke slam. The John Cena choke slam. I love that. That was my favorite part of that match.
The choke slam, dude. I thought he was gonna bring the 7th move of doom and just punch him in the face. It was so good, but then
my favorite John Cena move is that he stopped doing about 7 years ago.
Springboard.
The springboard stunner, bro. That was my favorite John Cena move.
God damn,
I'm gonna tell you this. I think why I got invested in this match, when it got announced, I wasn't, but I think it was the go home show. His promo was like, all I need is 90 seconds to cook you. Was so classic.
With the raspy voice, bro.
Classic John Cena getting on the mic, saying his thing, and blank, get the fuck out of here. It was like, son, you got so much to fucking learn. Boom. It was great. Solo Sikoa, he's an upstart. I think he has a bright future. But I don't know how y'all feel. I feel like John Cena exposed the holes in him as a performer. Did Solo Sikoa get the dub? Yes. And it's, as far as the kayfabe goes, John Cena's done, right? But I think it kind of showed the WWE universe that Solo Sikoa has so much more work to do.
You know what I need John Cena to do?
To the next level.
One more time before he retires. War Life. This is basic thugonomics.
I gotta disagree with you, Papa. Honestly, I think
I miss thugonomics.
Listen, I think Solo Sikoa is way ahead of his years, and the fact that John Cena put him over on this scale of a show kind of proves that. And I think that's what this run for John Cena was. It was never about him being back on top, being back in the championship picture. I think this run for him was to put over the new talent that's going to be taking over the WWE over the next 10 years.
That's what John Cena's been doing for years now, of course. And I think that's him making up for all those years of burying the Nexus and everybody. Of course. And good guy John Cena, thank you. But more than anything, I really got to give him props for selling me that fight, because I was not invested at all until he got on that microphone. You give John Cena
That's your job is to make you feel.
You give him a microphone and a well script, and he can sell anything, bro. I'm about to buy one of those Chevys. I think he's selling fucking trucks now.
Yeah,
bro,
I'm about to go buy one. Yeah.
But I'm not sold on Solo. I'm just not sold on Solo. Like the dude, it's better when he has somebody speaking for him. I'm not sold on Solo. Don't give him the fucking mic.
You know,
he doesn't need a mic, bro. Solo can get the job, but he doesn't need a mic, bro. He just needs a Paul Heyman. That's it.
He's Taz from Wish.
Hey, Danny,
stop.
Nah, bro. How dare you insult Solo? How dare you insult the Anoa'i family, bro? Come on, man.
Nah,
hey, Danny, let's call this show. Let's call this pay-per-view show.
That's his response when he starts being outnumbered. Shut the fuck up.
Yeah. Or oh, that's how everybody over there does this. Oh yeah. I bet you.
Okay. Let's keep going.
Pussy.
Let's keep going.
Because you are. Anyway.
That's a comedian right there.
Okay, next match was the Botch City, the United States Championship match. Rey Mysterio versus Logan Paul. First and foremost,
el boricua mayor de Dorado, bish.
Ese es mi gallito de dorado.
First and foremost, his entrance
Logan Paul
was fire.
Loved it.
Hell yeah, bro.
His entrance was fire. I hate him so much, but his entrance was fire.
If you've been hating on Logan Paul's here, bro. Logan Paul ain't going anywhere.
I love Logan Paul. From the moment he got there,
is he gonna start doing the weekly? Now that he's champion, is he gonna start doing at least once every other week? Well,
probably not. Probably not. Maybe once a month. Maybe once every quarter.
You know what he's gonna do?
He's Logan Paul, bro.
You know what he's gonna do?
Champion.
You know what
Logan
he's gonna do?
Paul.
He's gonna add prestige to that title. That's what he's gonna do, baby. That's
prestige. Yeah, maybe.
Bro, he's gonna make that title go viral.
It's better than fucking Austin Theory holding the damn title.
Anytime.
Hey.
Anytime. I knew it. I knew it. I fucking
better than Austin Theory.
Shut
the fuck up. Listen, take Baby Rock out of here, okay? Take Baby Rock out of here, right?
Baby Rock, bro. That's Baby Cena. What are you talking about?
That's Baby Cena. That's
Baby Cena, bro.
Oh man, that's Baby Cena in the aggression era. That's ruthless aggression.
For real, dude.
He's just starting out. That's the thing about him. You expect everyone at his age to be MJF. Not everyone can be MJF at 27. Give him time. He's cooking, but I still don't like him. I like Grayson Waller, though. Grayson Waller's
another piece of shit I don't like, but I guess he's doing his job, so.
Anyway, we're back. Our ADD. You motherfuckers have ADD too, don't you? All right.
I'm just following the flow with y'all.
Rey Mysterio versus Logan Paul. Overall, the match was really fucking good.
That we're all talking about. There was this one point that it looked like Rey Mysterio was concussed. I don't know if that was. I was watching it with a chat and everyone was like, "Rey's concussed. What's up with Rey? Rey's fucked up." And Rey's looking at 50.
I don't think he was concussed.
I don't know what happened, but then that springboard, that lion salt that he tried to do.
Yeah, but his head never connected to the mat because Logan Paul, el boricua mayor, saved his ass.
Gracias, papi Logan.
Papi Logan.
Yo te acepto como boricua.
I think that spot right there, if anything else, might not endear him to the WWE universe, but I think it'll give him respect in the locker room.
Hey guys. What if we're all being worked and that was all planned? Rey Mysterio said, "Okay, so I'm gonna overshoot it before I hit you, man, and I'm gonna try to do that and flip a little faster, and then I'm gonna come in and I'm gonna grab you. Oh, it's gonna look so great, man. It's gonna look like I saved your life, bro."
Listen, I wouldn't put it past you. Because one thing of working in this business for that long, bro, is that everything, not just in wrestling, bro, everything from your government to the shows that you watch to your relationships, everything NFL is fucking predetermined, bro.
Everything's a work, bro.
Bro, we live in the Matrix. Everything's a work, bro. We live in the Matrix.
Dude, as soon as I started really watching wrestling, I started watching like politics and stuff, and I was like, bro, they're working me. They're just cutting promos on each other. What the fuck?
Yes, dude. That's why I say. That's why I say to even to intellectual people that I know, I'm like, if you understand at a deep level how professional wrestling works, you will understand the inner workings of the entire globe.
Because you start just questioning, you start suspecting. Whenever you start realizing how much shit is worked on wrestling, you start suspecting, and it just creates a little thing in your brain that you're like, ha ha ha. Wow,
that's why conspiracy theorists are some of the smartest people in the world, because they understand wrestling at a deep level.
Some of the conspiracy theories are crazy because they take that smart and they put it in the wrong direction, but some of them put them in the right direction.
Exactly.
Eddie Bravo.
They're right sometimes. All right. Logan Paul wins. New United States champion. I was happy. I was so happy because if anyone really, really looks good with that United States champion, homie, it's Logan Paul. Oh my God, it looks so good on him with the eagle in the middle with the fucking US. Oh, dude. He's my United States champion.
Hey, do me a favor. Can you get Logan Paul dick out of your ass?
Let me. Vamos a segundo. Oh, fuck, it hurt. Give me a second. I love Logan Paul.
Nah, man, there was some really good. Look, listen, I'll tell you this. I think Rey Mysterio was the most technical wrestler he's been with, and he kept up pace for pace the entire match.
He added some new moves to his arsenal too.
He brought back, he stole some moves from some older legendary guys, but hey man, it works. I love it. It's good. I want to see more of it. I want to see him climb the ranks and maybe face Roman off in the next 2-3 years, but it's good. I love it. I love it for him. I really do.
It was a great match.
Great match.
It was a great match.
Right.
Loved it. It's probably one of Logan's best at this point. He's had really great matches, but Rey Mysterio is a really good contender. I love how he has all these matches with really high flyers. Like more than anything,
because those are the people that are gonna make him look the best, bro.
It's what makes him look flashy. It looks flashy,
that's
and that's what Logan is.
That's what it's about, is making him look as good as possible. And like Ricochet was one of the people that he worked with that made him look amazing. And Ray is a legend, bro. So I mean, who else to have in the ring with you to make you look awesome
and put you over?
And put you over. Yeah.
Okay, now here's Jose's prediction time. Who's gonna be his next opponent?
I say Ricochet. Think Ricochet. I think they're gonna milk that storyline.
You want to know who? You want to know mine?
Probably. I would like to see Austin Theory versus Logan Paul.
You think Austin Theory can keep up?
Hell no.
I don't know if Logan Paul can keep up with Austin Theory, dude. I mean, you are dealing with the 151 million hitman, dude. I'm just saying.
I agree with you a lot of things, but not this guy.
Listen, I think it's gonna be.
I don't know, bro. I'm just spitting shit out, so I don't know. I really don't know who they're gonna put him up.
I think it's gonna be Ricochet. I think it makes sense. I think the fact that every time Logan Paul arrives at a live show, he trolls the announcer lady, and that's Logan Paul's deal. And you know how the WWE loves to throw in the love triangle thing and blah blah blah. So I don't see why they wouldn't run that.
I wasn't thinking about Ricochet, but when you mention it, yeah, Ricochet makes the most sense. But who would I choose? I want to hear Jose's first. No, we're doing this.
I really don't know, man. I mean, there's so many contenders. Who do you put them up against? And at a live event like Survivor Series, right? Like
the one man who humiliated him in front of everybody the most, who went viral when he humiliated. It's the one with everybody saying L.A. Knight. Yeah.
Ooh, that's a good one. That's a good one.
LA Knight's gonna be the one to take it, maybe, but I don't think it's gonna be the next one. The next one.
It almost feels like that's like a reconciliation prize to him, but I ain't mad at it.
Right?
Because
the story of LA Knight.
Because whose game is it? It's
Knight's game. The mega star.
We're gonna get to that, but the thing I really want to say real quick about LA Knight, his story is the one of he's never actually been at this level before. So he needs to go back and get it. He has to go through the Cody Rhodes. You know, like Cody Rhodes went on the main event level of WrestleMania, brought back down, has to pay his dues to get back up there again. So that's what LA Knight's going to do. He's not forgotten. This is just the beginning of LA Knight. This is going to be so fucking good for his.
I'm also thinking Kevin Owens, because he's on SmackDown, because the IC title's on Raw. United States title is on SmackDown. Kevin Owens just made a comeback. He's got a thing going on with Austin Theory and Grayson Waller. So, I mean, I don't know. I mean, I would love to see he's his two-time former United States champion. So I wouldn't mind seeing him with that title again.
Kevin Owens against Logan Paul would be hilarious.
Bro, that'd be awesome.
It's going to be some of the best promos we have seen in a while.
You know what I just realized, Will? You know what I just realized? Me and you are the Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn of the podcast world. I'm Kevin Owens. You're Sami Zayn. How's that feel?
I like it. I kind of like it.
You kind of like it. You kind of like
Sami Zayn. I
want to punch you in the face, but I also want to hug you.
Which, by the way, we didn't mention after the Seth Rollins and Drew McIntyre match, we had a cash-in, an attempted cash-in. Damian Priest came down with the briefcase, and he went to cash it in with the referee and everything. And somebody came, a hooded figure came and took the briefcase and ran away with it and revealed himself to be Sami Zayn.
Catch me later next time, bad guy.
I would have gotten away with it too. Well, I did get away with it. So he goes through the crowd, runs away with the briefcase, and causing Damian Priest to have to go look for it. This is something that can happen now. This is a new stipulation that can happen with the Money in the Bank. You're going to have to bring a referee and somebody to back you up and help you. So you're going to need friends when you have the Money in the Bank briefcase from now on.
We'll see how long his friends last, because God knows that the Judgment Day aren't really liking Damian Priest right now.
Something's happening. Something's happening.
Moving on to the next match of the evening, the Women's WWE Championship.
We had a segment. We had a segment with The Miz that I want to get your opinion on, Jose.
Did not care.
What did you think about the Miz segment? Can you explain to us what happened? All of that, and I want to hear it in your voice, in your announcer voice.
Hold on. Well, let's just say it was not entertaining. To be honest, for me, it was not entertaining. I honestly felt. It's the thing is, like, with the Miz, that he's been part of the WWE for over 20 years. He's been like that go-to guy, right? And then now you got like guys like Grayson Waller and Austin Theory that are like, Grayson Waller kills it with his talk shows, right? I think they're hilarious. They're awesome. And then we saw that little face-off between, Grayson Waller canceling the Miz and him taking over, and then this comedian guy, celebrity from over there, which nobody really knows, but they know over there very well, apparently.
It's their Bad Bunny, bro.
Yeah, has a spot, and then drops like the people's elbow, and whatever, right? And then the Miz has his hands up. So this tells me Miz is a baby face because he's going to be going up against Gunther here pretty soon. He's probably going to be setting that up. This was definitely a baby face move against Grayson Waller, who's a known heel. But honestly, I really didn't care for it, man. I honestly thought like you could have just done away with this and just wrap it up quicker, but I get it. You got to promote your guys when you're over there, but it was all right.
Let me ask you guys something.
That was definitely my pee break, or made myself something to eat break.
No, I definitely fast forward through that section too. Anyway, but let me ask you guys something about the Miz. There was a time where I loved the Miz and what he was doing. I feel like whatever he's working with right now is just kind of tired and dry. What would you guys like to see from the Miz to kind of revamp?
Every single time that the Miz is on the microphone, I am hooked on my television 100%. Any advertisement that comes right after me seeing the Miz, I will probably buy anything that is advertised because I am in such a good mood after seeing the Miz. Miz kills it in every promo. The Invisible John Cena.
The Miz is a legend, bro. The Miz is a legend. I love
when he gets serious talking against Gunther, when he gets funny talking against fucking Giovanni Vinci, dude. He can do everything, dude. He can do everything. He's the jack of all trades of WWE.
Yeah, he's definitely one of the more reliable people for WWE. He can really do anything. If they tell him, hey, we need you to do this promo, we're plugging in this thing, he'll do it, no problem.
We need you to make this guy look good.
Yes. However, to answer Danny's question, what is it going to take for him to kind of get back to where he was? Honestly, Maurice, bro, he needs to have Maurice by his side. That was the time when he was the greatest Intercontinental Champion before Gunther. He, with Maurice and that Intercontinental Champion, was pure gold. Made it the most relevant championship in WWE history when he had it. So I would love to see him with Maurice again and Maurice back in there because he really elevates him.
It'd be a cool feud to see at some point in the future. This is a possibility. Now that we have Cody Rhodes with us, we have Cody Rhodes versus The Miz, and we have Maurice on Miz's side, and we have Brandy make a debut at some point on Cody's corner. I've been wondering when the fuck Brandy's coming, because every time I see a woman hitting Cody, I'm like, she's coming. Brandy's coming, and she's gonna hit that other bitch and just knock her out or something.
Yeah, we know Brandy can get hood. We know,
so I want Brandy to make her debut soon, baby. But
I know that Brandy's first one in the WWE didn't end so good. I think that's why they both left. But do you think they're going to want to do business with Brandy again?
I don't know. And I don't care. And if she does, yay, great, even better. But right now, that's not even in my.
To me, it's just it would be cool.
I'm not even thinking about it.
Our king, our prodigy, the prodigal son, Cody Rhodes, with his queen by his side, ruling Monday Night Raw and Friday Night SmackDown, and all of it. It's his kingdom. It's his kingdom. He's gonna rule it whoa, and all that stuff.
Moving on.
We're moving on to WWE Women's Bianca Belair
the WWE Women's Championship. Io Sky, Bianca Belair. Okay, great match.
Love this.
If I'm honest, I wasn't invested. Did I watch? Yes. Was it a great match? Yes. Other than that, didn't care for it.
I'm on Danny's side on this one.
What are you talking about? I'm on Danny's side of Kairi Sane, bro.
Okay,
that Princess. Come on, bro.
That was the cool part. You spoiled it. We were talking about it slowly. You built it up and you climaxed too early.
Bro, that's what Jose does. He comes quickly. It's fine.
These type of things, bro, y'all need to learn. Like when you're covering this, you can't be milking these matches, but you need to get like right into these results and then talk about it. Because if not, it's like,
or we do it hey man, to each
this
their
is the
own,
EOW podcast. We do it our way.
Take it easy podcast,
we
brother.
Argue, we cut promos. Who cares?
Look, here's my problem with this match was just there just wasn't the buildup that I would have liked to be invested in a match. There isn't that much back and
build up, bro. What are you talking about?
Backlash. They had the match and that whole thing. I know the story.
You forgot that they put a Bianca Belair away for over a month because of that knee injury, right? So that's been going on for months. So how are you going to say that the build-up's been terrible?
Because she's been away for months.
Because we all know Bianca Belair's for 4 weeks.
Huh?
Because we all know Bianca Belair's doing Anavar.
She comes back and she's like, I want my match right on. I'm allowed to not be invested in something that just happened. Like,
of course, you're allowed. How dare you not be allowed? I'm just joking.
My opinion, that's the only reason that I didn't get invested on it as much as I was with the other ones.
I got it.
There's more build up and there's more story to them.
Here's my thing with Io Sky. It's not that I don't think she's a fantastic performer. I love watching her matches, but it's what gets me invested into a match that makes me get anticipate a match is the promos. She doesn't really cut promos. She doesn't really do that stuff. She's a really good foreign heel for the WWE. She's a really good. She does that really well, just like Shinsuke, just like we talked about her earlier. But she does those things really, really well. And Bianca Belair is a hell of a babyface, and I thought she was going to turn heel earlier this year. She never really did.
I want to see a heel Bianca.
But it's like, okay, Bianca, we get it. You're the EST. Okay, new. I'm tired of
the quickest, the baddest, the quickest, the baggest.
Look, say that again.
He can't say it. He can't do it again.
I thought he was talking to you. Oh, you're talking to me? I thought he was talking to you.
He can't do it again.
She says she's the EST. She's the quickest, the baddest, the wicked, the baggest, the wetting, the baggest, the grip, the back. Something that did happen in this match, I think it was this match. No, or was it on SmackDown? That Bailey took that fucking hair and just Bianca took that hair and just whipped the belly.
But Bailey should have learned, bro. She did that to her 2 years ago. She ain't learned. Don't you fuck.
Well, okay, but when you have an ass like freaking Bailey, you don't have to learn shit.
She looked like a pregnant woman backwards, dude. She looked like a fucking pregnant woman from her backside.
She makes every other woman in the WWE be like, damn.
God damn. Okay. Hey. Let me stop. Hey, Bailey. Who? Ha.
I don't know. If
so
you be my girl.
Will you be my girl? I love that chant, dude. And they don't shut the fuck up. They keep it going for a while. Bailey tries to interrupt. Something happened. Whatever. Kairi Sane comes back. She interrupts. She helps Io retain. This is pretty cool for Io. Io looked so happy. Bailey looked so shocked. I didn't know about Kairi Sane, but Michael Cole was so kind to let me know. The last time we saw Kairi Sane, Bailey put her out of commission. So now I know the whole story. Thank you, Michael Cole. This is gonna look cool. It's just gonna make Io Sky finally look a little more interesting. Like, hey, wake up, Bailey's using you, kind of shit.
Well, if you're a hardcore Japanese wrestler and
which
follow
we're
the
not,
careers
so
of Asuka,
we get it, we get it.
Sane,
You jack off to them in the middle of the night. We get it, Jose.
No. But this goes back, bro. This goes back
with this guy.
This goes back to Lucha Underground, dude. Like this goes. If you watch Lucha Underground, like in 2016, 2017, Kairi Sane, Io Sky, Saray, who's in Japan right now, and Asuka were all part of a little faction known as the Black Lotus. So I'm wondering if they're trying to attempt to pull something like that together now that we have Io and Kairi back. And I just read a report, and I don't know how true this report is, and I haven't verified it, that they're in talks of getting Saray back into the WWE. So that would be badass because we got 3 out of 4. I mean, we got Asuka, Io, and Kairi. And Asuka and Kairi were WWE Women's Tag Team Champions. They were the Kabuki Warriors. So I'm just saying there's a lot of history between these 3 women right now. I think this is a great opportunity for an awesome female Japanese faction, bro.
This is an
I would love that. I would love that, honestly.
This is an opportunity for them to tell that story well enough so that everyone's invested on their history. Because to anyone who's not aware of it, this sounds amazing. Everything you're telling me right now, I don't know anything about it. They learn how to tell that story without, breaking copyright laws or infringement laws that they have. And they could tell a really good story with a good build-up that can, really make something what you're building it out to be could be how everyone sees it. But until they do that,
it was badass. So they were like an assassin group. They would just take out all the women and men. They would just take out anybody in Lucha Underground. It was badass, dude.
Take me out, Kairi Sane. Take me out on a date. So let's move on. Damian Priest versus Cody Rhodes. What a match! What a match!
It was a great.
Here's a question. Here's a question for the both of you. Do you prefer the Crossroads or the Reckoning?
Which was the Reckoning?
It's the same fucking move, motherfucker.
All 3 of them in a row?
Well, no, the Reckoning is it's a little bit different because Damian puts a little bit of his twist.
Oh, the Reckoning, right? Damian's Crossroads.
That's his Crossroads. So do you prefer I actually prefer the Reckoning, dude. I think that looks way cleaner.
Yeah, of course you do. You're a contrarian. You're always like, every time we come into this podcast, I disagree with it. Honestly, they're the same shit, so I really don't give a shit. I know that Finn has his own version of it. I know who's this guy? Kaiser recently did his own version of it. We're calling it the brother Adolf instead of the sister Abigail. It's it's kind of a weird overused move at this point. But
it's like the super kick. It's like the super kick. It was a finishing move at one point
of finishers.
It started off as a finishing move. Now it's just a setup move to whatever comes next.
And I don't like Cody using it 3 times on someone who doesn't need to have 3 times because it makes it look weak. It makes it look like you need to hit all 3 from now on to be able to really knock him out. It's not looking like a nail in the coffin. It's looking like a let me use my finisher. The match was pretty fucking dope though, and what really sold this match to me again, the promos. They really went in with these promos right in the kickoff and the what's it called, the go home shows. Boy, that Cody promo left me so hyped last week. Like I was like, what's my story? Let's talk about your story. You're a walk behind her. This next week through Crown Jewel, my path goes straight to you. Cody, calm down. Cody, calm down. I was so hyped, dude.
What I'm liking about, so visually, what I'm liking what they're doing with Cody Rhodes. He's wearing a lot more black lately. And that in the WWE world, black means that you're no longer just a clean baby face, And he's wearing a lot more black. Yeah, he still has like the wardrobe when it comes out, but his trunks are black. Everything's black. And all of a sudden he's doing these things that it's like, you could tell it's frustration coming out. I don't think he's going to make a full-blown heel turn, but I think he's going to do like that, Stone Cold style thing where it's like, fuck everybody, I'm going to get mine. And if he does that and truly leans on that, watch out, Roman, there goes your title.
Oh no, man. I don't know what they're planning on doing with Cody right now. What's the plan? Are you going to have him go for a U.S. title, for an Intercontinental title? for the world title against Seth Rollins. Like, what are we doing right now with Cody? Right?
Cody beats Roman.
I don't know, dude. Now I don't even know, bro. Like, now I don't even know, like, what to even think.
What they're doing with Cody is they're doing this. This is Laffy Taffy. They're stretching him out as much as possible because they know when they're gonna make Cody beat Roman. But they're not doing it soon, so they gotta find stuff for him to do. They gotta have him have his little hero's adventure. Oh, hi Jey Uso, you're my friend now. Hey, Sami Zayn, you're my friend.
Judgment Day, I gotta grab this ring and I gotta climb up to the mountain before I drop it in.
Yeah. He's going through his hero's journey. He has to learn the same way that LA Knight's gonna have to go through his own right now. Because okay, we'll get to that.
No, but there's a lot of truth in exactly what you said. It's the hero's journey, and that, you know, these characters that we're witnessing right now, with either LA Knight or Cody Rhodes, they're dead smack in the middle of their hero's journey, right? They had their first defeat against the big mega boss in Roman Reigns, right? So now they have to reestablish and figure out their way to get back into to that, you know, promised land. So we'll see. It's funny how you put that, but you're right.
It's like old school video games. You remember, like, back when you used to play Mortal Kombat back in the day? Like, you play the final boss first, you lose to him, then you got to beat every boss before you replay him at the very end. Mm-hmm. I think this is what's happening. Maybe.
Bro, Cody Rhodes is Aang. He's the Avatar. He just gathered his team just now. He's got Jay. He's got his own little faction now, and I'm telling you, dude, this is a whole story. It's
What are we gonna name this faction? They don't have a name. They're just kind of like loose affiliations.
They have such
they're like mall rats, bro. There's like the most random people put together, and
yes, and they work so well together. That's the thing. They're all wild cards against each other, but you see that chemistry. Like, Cody's clearly the leader. He's the face. Sammy's like the brains, the calm down. Hey, calm down. And Jay's like the wild card. He's crazy. Oh, you can't stop him. They make a really good faction together in that
What
sense.
Are we going to call these guys? The Rejects?
I lost to Roman.
The I lost to Roman club.
Lost to Roman. We hate.
Speaking of which, we have one new member for that crew. It's motherfucking LA Knight.
Yeah.
Oh, baby. Dude, that entrance, LA Knight's entrance. Was it just me? Did I mishear? I was in the kitchen. Did LA Knight have pyros in his entrance? Did he have a concussion?
He had a LA.
Yeah. He made it. He made it, baby. That's it. Baby,
that's how you know. That's how you know you made it, when you get pyro.
That's how you know you're not gonna get dropped anytime soon, dude. They invest
in you. They invest in you. It's like, we're gonna finally put pyro. Pyro. Yes, let's do it.
Oh man, so he comes out, but
all the pyro.
Here's the thing that happened, and I think it happened to all of us. LA Knight comes out. Everyone has the signs. Yeah. Oh my God, he's over like Rover. We're so happy for him. Boom, boom. Oh, signs go down, fingers go up. Everybody's finger went up. All those signs went down, dude. And I was like,
you know, my favorite part of the match was, dude, when Roman and LA Knight, it was right at the beginning. He was going for a shoulder tackle. Roman tackles LA Knight, and he looks at him, and he goes to the crowd. Yeah. He was just like imitating him. He's like, get the fuck away from me for that shit.
You know what Roman did? He acknowledged LA Knight without him.
He did. But you know what,
as the head of the table.
Dude, you know what, though? Listen, these promos over the last 3 weeks have been some of the most exciting promos I've seen between a Roman Reigns and anybody else, right? I'm being serious. In the last 3 years, not even his promos with Brock, not even his promos with Daniel Bryan and Edge, none of his promos with Kevin Owens, none of them have compared to the program that he had with LA Knight. And the thing is that LA Knight has been at this game for 20 years. That's why it is his game, right? He knows what he's doing. And when he said that he doesn't know how to stop, that's because he can't stop. He's living and breathing everything that he has been preaching and working for the last 20 years. And I think I honestly think this is probably one of Roman's toughest tests that he's had to date, and I don't think this storyline is over yet, bro.
Even with the involvement,
I don't predict. I do not predict this storyline being over
even with the
any fucking time soon.
Even with the involvement of Solo and Jimmy, Solo and Jimmy could only do so much. Roman was shocked. At the end, he still got the W, but that go home show, that promo. The thing about LA Knight that he did with Roman Reigns was he made Roman Reigns bring his A game on the microphone, and he had to because LA Knight is a fucking
LA Knight
that's his thing. The microphone is his weapon, dude.
Bro, if Stone Cold and Rock had a baby, that's LA Knight, bro.
And dude, and that baby's gonna have a big fucking mouth, bro.
Yeah.
So yeah. So this Force Roman, dude, I saw LA Knight's promo. I was screaming, I was marking out. I'll watch it now and I'll still get goosebumps. Roman's response made me go, holy fucking shit, what a fucking evolution this guy had. What a development this guy has had over the years. This is not the same Roman Reigns that
from Suffering Succotash
that LA Knight reminded us with Suffering Succotash. That was not that Roman Reigns. Bro, so I'm happy for my tribal chief. I am not complaining that he beat LA Knight because LA Knight is now, like Paul Heyman said, I'm just getting started with LA Knight. I'm not done with LA Knight yet. We're gonna see a lot, and I'm so excited for the next show. Survivor Series is gonna be amazing.
In the build up to this match, who had the best line? Who had the best bar out of both of those guys? Because they both dropped some bars.
Word for word right now, but all I remember was.
But there's highlights.
The only line that's going to be visible is the one running down your face when you hear and new WWE champion L.A. Knight. Yeah.
You know what? While I love that, I'm going to give it to Roman on this one. I'm going to give it to Roman. He was like, how does it feel when you're cosplaying as my cousin?
As my cousin.
As my redneck cousin.
As my redneck.
A redneck version of my cousin.
Bro, he said that, and
I'm not just cosplaying. I was like, hell, I'm living it.
I was like, LA Knight, sit down. I'm like, LA Knight.
My favorite bar, my favorite bar was from the contract signing when LA Knight was at the head of the table and Roman was about to get up. He's like, nah, sit down because now I'm the head of the table and you are gonna acknowledge me with everybody saying L.A.
table.
Knight. Yeah. And then the table in his face.
No, he didn't even get through the LA Knight. He got LA table. He got LA table.
At this point, we know they dropped the ball last WrestleMania by not having an LA WrestleMania. There is no way we are not going to see LA Knight in WrestleMania this next year. So,
let's see how true of an LA Knight fan you are. Who was the last $1 million champion?
It wasn't Ted DiBiase, was it?
It was L.A.
I know. LA Knight was the NXT on NXT. I thought you meant before him.
Okay.
Yeah, and he defended it against Cameron Grimes. I saw that whole story. I was like, dude, LA Knight's fucking great on video. Put him more on videos like that. Like, he's a great actor, dude. He's gonna do so many big things now. It's fucking ridiculous. It's gonna suck when he leaves us.
So overall, I thought that the match ended how I kind of predicted. I didn't think Roman was gonna win clean whatsoever. Right? I knew that there was gonna be interference. I knew that they weren't gonna give it to LA Knight, but I think if anything else, LA Knight still comes out the winner on the backside of this.
He didn't go through the mid card at all. He went through his shit, right? But then he went immediately to the Miz. Then from the Miz, who did he feud it with right after the Miz?
He had a quick one with Logan. He had a quick one with Logan. Then he had the SummerSlam Battle Royal.
Right.
Then that's really when he started started taking off.
No. Then he did the tag team match with John Cena versus Judgment Day.
There you go.
And then boom into this. This dude has a rocket ship strapped to his back.
Yeah.
Did he had a professional setback? Yes. But I think that rocket still got some gas in it. And don't be twisted, because this is a fact of life, everybody. This guy's going to main event WrestleMania. And if it's not 2024, it's going to be 2025 against your tribal chief, Roman Reigns.
Okay.
And that's not a prediction. That's just a fact of life.
Yeah. Dummy. Yeah. love his Eli Drake stuff, dude.
All
I saw
right,
some
so now that we've gone over through this podcast and redid all of Crown Jewel, I think it's time for
you didn't
promo
forget.
time.
I love how he didn't forget it all.
I know.
Knew that was
You thought I forgot, sir? You thought I
didn't
forgot?
forget either.
I think it's time for promo time. All right, so since I'm the non-biased, hold on, let me get my clock up. The non-biased person here and most objective, I'm going to be putting 60 seconds on the clock.
Okay, what are the rules here, though? This is what we need to know.
No cussing.
No cussing. Oh, man.
No,
we're comics,
podcast.
bro.
What the fuck?
This is a podcast. Sir,
I'm just saying,
overruled,
if you were dropping a promo in WWE, you couldn't cuss in a promo. So I'm just saying.
I don't know.
So Roman Reigns dropped the N-word in a promo. Promos? This is going to take me a little
Roman Reigns dropped the N-word in a promo, and so did Booker T.
All righty. Who wants to start? Who wants to go first? Who's going first?
Give it to the loser. It's fine.
No, Danny goes first. Yeah.
No, sir.
Danny goes first, man.
Oh,
you know what? Let's flip it. Let's flip. We'll flip for a coin.
Nah,
I was looking for one this whole time.
Nah, we're not doing this. Go ahead, dear Willy. You're a little lighter than I am.
Whose birthday is close to today?
Oh, Jose, you know that answer. Stop it.
I don't know what Willy's birthday is. When's your birthday, Willy?
March.
Okay. Well, Danny, you start. All right. Hold on. We got 60 seconds on the clock just to make sure that everybody sees. And here we go. There we go. Start.
See, the problem here is Willy likes to cosplay as one of the many, many characters in the WWE. He's wearing those sunglasses and that bandana, thinking he's some sort of hippie LA Knight. I don't think so, buddy. All right. First and foremost, you think you do all the work, and the fact is that it's not true, okay? It is not true. The fact of the matter is that I've done every little thing to get this podcast started from the jump. And when I expect things, I have standards, and the standards are to be met. Do you not understand me, sir? I said, look at me in these beady brown eyes, sir. Look at me. Take off your sunglasses while you're looking at me, sir. Yeah, that's what it is. It's fear I smell in your eyes, because you know if you were in this room with me, you cannot stand me. Because if we're in the middle of this ring tonight, it's going to be 1, 2, 3 at the end of the night. Good night.
Start it.
Damn, that felt personal.
Start it.
That felt personal. Here we go. Bringing it in and go.
Danny, you're right about one thing. You are right about one thing. I would be scared to be in that room with you. I have been in that room with you. The only reason I am scared to be in that room with you, because I can smell all the sadness and desperation inside of that room. I can smell all the cum in the walls. I'm sorry for cussing. I know I'm going to get fined for that, but it's worth it to let everybody know. Danny, you think you can stand next to me? Nah, buddy. All I got to do is paint my face black, and you'll be pissed off at me for the rest of my life and your life as well when I give you PTSD the moment that you see my face. Let me tell you something, Danny. You think you do any other work here? You don't even do half of the work, homie. All I'm asking you to do is watch one episode, and you can't even watch one fucking episode. I'm going to get fined for that again, but it's okay. Danny's going to win this promo off. I don't care. I need him to know, Danny, you are going to do the work that you are expecting. If you're expecting work from me, I am expecting work from you. And that's the bottom line, because Willy D said so, with everybody saying, Willy fucking D, yeah.
Damn, that was good. That was good. That was good.
Willy D.
That was good. Dang.
Sorry I cursed, but I'm doing it for the indies. The indies let you curse. I think my neighbors heard me, and I think I heard a couple of knocks while I was doing all that. Okay, man. So the sunglasses was because I was high as fuck, and I sobered up, so it's all good now, guys.
Because I was high as fuck. Man, you know what?
It's not a contest. You don't have to say it.
I'm going to have to give it a tie. The reason is because you both use LA Knight mannerisms, and
give it a tie.
I'm going to have to deduct points for that. I have to deduct points. It wasn't original.
First and foremost,
I mixed like 5 of them. Okay, I
mixed like 3. Stone Cold and Rock and LA Knight.
All of them.
Everyone.
I made a puree of wrestlers.
It's okay. It's okay.
Give him a tie because you have
I just said it was a tie. It's a tie.
You have
bro.
to see him for Thanksgiving and for
it's tie. It's a tie.
and for Christmas. So I know that it's gonna be really awkward when he's like.
The thing is you're also gonna be here for Thanksgiving.
I'm probably gonna be there for Thanksgiving, maybe.
Oh shit! I get to see you IRL.
I mean, it would be nice. My family's up there too, so they're like driving distance, so I could also spend time with them, and that would be really cool to spend time with the Gonzalez family, and I guess roast your brother with you in person. That would be really fun, and get roasted by you guys. I understand that's initiation of the families.
Yes, but it should be a fun time. Should be a fun.
It should be fun. So now that we got the promo off out the way, now that we did everything covering the PLE and Crown Jewel, what do we got looking forward to the next programming for the next month?
Survivor the fucking series in 20 days. Oh, dude,
Survivor Series in 20 days.
Survivor Series.
Which means we have 3 SmackDowns, 3 Raws. What do you think is going to happen in the next couple of weeks?
Wait, I mean, we're definitely going to start seeing the buildup of the teams for the War Games. Is going to be Bloodline, so definitely Roman and Solo are going to be in there. Jimmy and there. I don't know who other, probably maybe Damian and Finn Balor to kind of complete that team.
Okay, I'm going to say
no Dirty Dom. No Dirty Dom. What?
I don't know. Dirty Dom has his own thing going on with his title, NXT. So he may have something going on in NXT.
Here's a weird prediction. How likely do you think Zilla's gonna come in? Do you think it's too far away? Zilla, I think that's his name. Zilla, Anoa'i, the other.
The other guy. Nah, I don't think he's doing stuff in the Indies right now. I don't think he's gonna be.
He's doing some pretty good shit in the Indies. Yeah. He looks good, dude.
Yeah, that's the actual son, I think, of Umaga.
Dude, he looks like he could kick Solo's ass any day, dude. Like he's looking badass.
They all look like every single member of that family looks like they can just tear some motherfucker's head off. You know, it's just
for real.
Like just one looks bad, the other motherfucker just looks even badder, right?
And they'll do their little Samoan
they all
shit
look mean. Yeah, they all look psychotic and mean.
For real,
thank you, Peter Maivia, for starting this journey with the Anoa'i family. Thank you, Peter Maivia.
So that's the War Games. That's the heel team.
Did you
Roman Solo, Jimmy, Finn and Damian, you said?
Yeah, probably Finn and Damian.
I can see that.
Yeah, and then probably Cody, Jay, and Sammy, and then I don't know who the other two might be. Maybe KO and maybe Drew. I don't know. I have no idea. Who the other
LA Knight. I don't know.
Maybe LA Knight. Maybe LA Knight may be on that team. He might be the leader of that team.
Question is, you think they're going to have a War Games match for Raw and a War Games match for SmackDown, or is it going to be SmackDown versus Raw?
No, I don't think. I think they stopped doing the SmackDown versus Raw gimmick now for a few years. They're not going to do that.
But they teased at it. They did tease at it when Nick Aldis and Adam Pearce had that little.
I mean, that would be cool. I mean, Nick Aldis and Adam versus Adam Pearce. I mean, that would be pretty cool. We'll see. I mean, I wouldn't be mad at it. I do see a women's War Games match and a men's War Games match, not a Raw War Games and a SmackDown War Games.
No. I mean Raw versus SmackDown, and then women's have their own. You know, so it's
yeah, maybe I don't know. I mean, who knows? You know,
who do you? Okay, let's while we're on the women's topic, who do you think is going to round off those teams? Because it's going to be babyface versus heels, but like, I don't think there's really like set faces and set heels in the female division, other than maybe.
Well, you could do Damage Control, with maybe Nia Jax on that side. You know, that'd be 5 right there. And then you can have on the other side maybe like Rhea Ripley. I mean, I don't know, man. It's just so many combinations. It's 10 women. You know, there's 10 bodies in there, bro. It's a lot. It's a lot to think about.
Did you like how Nia Jax looked, Danny? Did you like Nia Jax and Crown Jewel?
I didn't care for her hair.
You didn't care for her hair. Was it the little Jerry curls, little perm?
That was a little too so glow for me. I was like, what the fuck is going on with Nia, dude? It's like my fat J-Lo doesn't even look like J-Lo no more. My fat J-Lo doesn't even look like J-Lo no more.
Yeah, I told Danny, Nia Jax looks like a fat J-Lo, Waymo.
Oh no. Ay Dios santo.
Hey, that's what we do here, man. That's our podcast. It's AEW, man.
Anything can happen.
Yeah. So what? Hey, Jose. So first of all, thank you so much for joining us today. This is running out for a couple of more than an hour. Thank you for.
We can keep going, bro. We can keep going.
Well, shit, man. If you got the time, I'm sure.
What do you want to talk about?
So,
what
Jose
do you
Gonzalez, what do you want to talk about? So claramente you're not good at coger indirecta, so I guess we'll do this for a couple more minutes, and then I'll do the thing again. Bueno, Gonzalez, thank you for joining us, and then you'll say like, "Wait, I'm not done," and then we'll be like, okay, we'll do it for 3 hours more. We can do this for hours.
We've been doing this for 5.5 hours, Jose.
This is a 5.5 hour podcast.
I got some time, and look,
I didn't know we were Joe Rogan. I didn't know we were doing Joe Rogan style numbers.
Look, I'm gonna be completely real. Okay, I'm down with this podcast. I'm liking it. I think with this podcast, we're gonna start doing a lot for the next few coming weeks, a lot of reels and content, because so Danny's like really tired from not doing his work, so he needs to take like a break for Thanksgiving and Christmas. He was like, oh dude, Thanksgiving and Christmas is coming, I'm gonna have to take some time away from watching half of the episode and marking down
the constant politician that is Will. That is not what I said.
Okay, what
did I say?
You said you wanted to make a lot of content for Thanksgiving and Christmas, because those days are gonna come up and we're gonna spend time with families and stuff. And I'm just thinking to myself, okay, but what are you celebrating Thanksgiving 3 weeks in a row, 2 weeks in a row, that we're not gonna be making content for so long?
Okay, let's look. Oh my God. Okay, anyway. Moving on. I'm not going to entertain this right now because you're not. You don't live in reality.
He has no defense, Jose.
No, because you don't live in reality. You don't live in reality.
I have no idea what the schedule is. So I have no idea. I can't say.
Yeah, we are less than 3 weeks away from the start of the holidays, and those 3 weeks go by quickly.
Okay.
All right. So we release an episode this week. We have another one on Wednesday. All right. Then we're probably going to do another one on Sunday with a different guest.
Don't we have an unreleased one, or we're
up to date.
Released 2 in a row that day. I remember now. Right.
Not in a row, 2 in a week, but yes.
Right, my bad.
So we're up to date. The problem is
he's going through shit.
He doesn't understand about the podcast game. What he doesn't understand about the podcast. Let me teach you something.
People go through shit. But even with the people going through shit, you want to see what I made for Danny? You want to see what I made for Danny in my free time? You want to see what I made for Danny that he asked me for it, and I made for him in my free time, Danny? I'm bringing it up. I'm bringing it up because you're being a real dick right now. I'm going to bring it up. Look at what I spend my free time making for Danny, buddy. You want to see this? You ready for this? Wait for it. Wait for this. Share screen.
I should just take away sharing privileges.
Look at this.
That is fly, though. That is fly. I'm not.
That is fly, bro. Come on, man. You're treating your bro like that.
I made that for Danny. He said, "Oh yeah, I'll pay you $50, whatever." And I said, "You know what? Don't worry about it. I'm your bro, man." And this is how he treats me. You see that? This is what I spend my free time doing when I'm waiting for him to send me the timestamps of the episodes. You see, man? So I don't know, man. It's just
okay. Here's where I'm gonna be really petty, and I'm gonna show some of these receipts.
Oh my God.
This is really to be petty.
Guys, you're bringing my vibration down. You're bringing my frequency down with all of this arguing. It's really triggering me.
You're the one that wanted to do another hour, bro. Look. I get it. We all go through shit. I didn't even show you, but I'm gonna show you what happened to me this week. On top of getting sick. Do you know what this is, Danny? Do you know what this is? Do you know what this is, Jose?
It looks like
that, bro. Did your ceiling cave in?
My ceiling caved in after a week of dripping.
Bro, that happened to my boy's house like a few months ago, but it happened in his living room, bro. His entire living room ceiling just came caving down, bro.
Imagine that. I hope he had renter's insurance. I have renter's insurance because since I moved into here, I knew I was going to need it, bro. And look at this shit. It happened. They fixed it. It's fixed, but it took almost a whole week. I was dealing with that while I was waiting for your brother to just send me some measly cuts so that I can make some reels for the podcast that we care so much about. That's all I'm asking.
Okay. I understand that I will take advantage that I did drop the ball, but you have to understand
advantage or responsibility.
Whatever, you know what I mean. Shut up. I went to school in Florida. My education doesn't fucking count. Okay. Listen,
You're saying you're an idiot. That's going to affect your reputation from now on in the podcast. You're admitting you're an idiot.
I went to school in Central Florida. Anybody who goes to school in Central Florida is a fucking idiot. Am I wrong, Jose?
I mean, I am pleading the fifth because I didn't go to school in Central Florida.
You're right. You went to school in South Florida. Not much better. Anyway.
I went to school in Puerto Rico, homie. I don't know if you know about our education
I don't know.
system.
Have you seen Governor DeSantis, sir?
I don't know if you know about listen here, though. I don't know if you know about the education system in Puerto Rico, but every single education secretary in Puerto Rico, the last 3, have all been arrested. Just so you know, that was my education system.
Well, in Florida,
they are dick measuring contest for our education now. It was like,
our idiocy.
Was your education bad? Shit, hold on. My education was way worse than yours.
Dude,
no,
you're
bro.
stupid.
No, you was just bad, bro. I went to school in Puerto Rico. That shit was bad.
You think you're retarded? My retarded beats your retarded, homie.
Listen.
I'm so much way more. I'm
so retarded that Carlos Mencia used to do. He based it off of me.
Oh, dude, this is gonna be the podcast that everyone's like, "Oh, dude, they said that word. Now they're gonna cancel it when we lose all our sponsors." Until that happens, oh shit, it might not even be released because if I leave it up to your brother to release it, we might not even see this episode ever again.
Just for him, I'm gonna release this tonight. And in the comment section where you write the preview to what's being talked about on the episode, I'm gonna be like, "Hello world, this is for Theo Willy. I am releasing this out of spite."
But even out of spite, that means I win. That means it worked. That means I was right. You're proving me right. So now either way, I win. If it works, it fucking works. If we get the podcast
you need to do like Peter Griffin does in one of the episodes of Family Guy. He's like, "Oh my God, I've been waiting my entire life to pull this." And he pulls up and it's like a dead fucking clown skeleton with a bunch of confetti and balloons. He's like, "I was right."
Yo, that was a pretty good Peter Griffin, dude. That was not that far. That's not that far. That was good.
Nah, man.
Anywho, that's what I was gonna sit down with your brother and talk about for a couple more minutes after you left, and then after that,
minutes. He was like, he got on. He was like, "No, we're gonna be doing this for like 6 hours," and I'm like,
"Well, not 6." I was fucking around with him with that, but we are gonna be creating after you leave. We're gonna be creating content for a couple hours, like just getting some shit done if I can get through his ADD. Because, dude, I'm telling you, we start working on this, and I start telling him
Jose. Listen. No, shut up. Let me finish. Let me get my statement out. You've been cutting me off for the last 30 minutes. All right, let me get my statement out. Jose, you've worked in the medical field for a long time, and you know that this time of year is fucking horrible.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Sure. I've been doing my best, but I've been working late nights, and it's like between being sick and working late nights, where do I have the time? He's unemployed. He has the free time.
Jose, you work medical field, right? Did work in medical field ever keep you from your responsibilities outside of work? I'm pretty sure you still did them even if you got sick and stuff because you care about your responsibilities, right?
Dude, I was sick too. All I was asking you was watch this episode. Watch the episode of the thing that we created so that I can get a little bit to make a reel.
Here's my thing, and not everybody has the same way of thinking or the same ethic that I do, right? But my way of thinking is, and when I started my podcasting career, I was working full-time and doing the podcast full-time, fucking 4 days a week, bro. So I was waking up at 5:30 in the morning so I could be at work at 7 in the morning to do surgeries, to be home by at 7, to be ready for Monday Night Raw, to go live right after Monday Night Raw, record all that shit, not go to bed until like 1 in the morning because I'm updating and uploading. And I did that for several years. So it all depends if you really want to do it. If you're really that committed and you really want to be that hardcore about it, then you got to be hardcore about it. And you got to, if you drop the ball, listen, it's okay to drop the ball,
of course,
just shake it off and just fucking keep going forward and don't focus on it.
But as you're dropping the ball, you can't be telling your buddy, your partner, your fellow compatriots, "Hey, stop dropping the ball. Don't drop the ball." Right as he's dropping it, he keeps telling me, "Hey, we gotta take the reels a little more seriously. Hey, man, we gotta start doing this a little more seriously."
He's like a woman. He brings stuff up from months ago. He's like a woman. He just brings stuff from months ago. I haven't brought up reels in weeks.
You brought him up.
When? Show me the receipts.
You didn't bring him up this time. You didn't bring him up this because you didn't release your stuff. So that's why you didn't bring it up.
Because I knew I didn't release my shit. That's why I didn't give you shit.
Exactly. So
are your listeners into this? Are your listeners into you guys arguing?
So. I don't know, but
I'm hearing myself be making a lot of sense and being really rational.
I don't care. At this point, I don't care. I get it.
I know. I'm over it. At this point, it's for comedic effect. I know that the elongating it,
it's the joke is gone.
The joke is gone, but to me, it's funny still. I'm still gonna make up with him, and I know we're gonna make a lot of really great content. That's the only reason I haven't touched the content that we created when we went to the to watch Monday Night Raw, which we have a lot of content to go over, but I haven't.
Which is what we're doing tonight.
Yeah, it's a lot of content. We're gonna do it.
Do it. You gotta get through it, bro.
He's down. Hey, I gotta take advantage. I do have to take advantage of him when he's.
We're gonna just call this the staff meeting podcast. We're gonna break it up into 2 episodes.
Christ, dude, for real.
So, guys, what's on the agenda this week? What do you have for Thursday?
Honestly, the best podcast though. Like honestly, this has been the best podcast.
Biggest on the park guy. He's like, "Welcome to the weekly organization staff meeting podcast. This is your host, Jose G. Along with me, I have Willy and Danny. Danny, what's the plan for the week?"
What does he get to go
fuck
first?
Himself.
Fuck him. No, that's not fair. He's always fucking going first, and I knew it.
Okay.
Zero accountability.
Willy, what's the plan for the week?
Why do I get to go first? Why not ask Danny first? Why do I always have to go first?
You know what? Váyanse los dos pa'l carajo. Fuck, damn. I'm out. Bye.
No, claro. Jose.
No, Jose. We love you, man.
This is a lot of content that we have to go over.
You know, I knew once I figured out, like I started everything going, or like right before we started, and then like the kids were here and like they were leaving and it was taking way too long, and I texted you guys, I'm running a few minutes behind. I knew this was gonna happen, and I'm like, it's either gonna be comedy gold or it's gonna be the most awkward podcast of all time.
I wasn't gonna let it pass.
I think we landed somewhere in between. Hopefully we'll call it that. We'll strive for mediocrity.
I aired it out. I got it out, and I think it was pretty interesting. Was
this therapeutic for you, Tio Willy?
Take off your sunglasses and look at me in the eye.
It almost felt like this was therapeutic for you.
Take off your sunglasses and look at me in the eye.
If I see the results,
take off your sunglasses and look at me.
It doesn't matter, bro. He's looking at a camera. He's not really looking at you.
Exactly. What's his problem? Is he gay for my eyes or something? Not that there's anything wrong with it, because you have to say that, just in case. I don't want to get canceled. But what were we talking about, dude? Fucking,
I don't know. But I need a freaking fan in this booth. It's getting hot as motherfucker.
Sure. That's what's up. Thank you for being with us. Danny now has to watch this 1 and 40-minute podcast, which I'm probably gonna get like 2 or 3 clips here and there from the first 10 minutes. And we'll make we'll make a reel out of that. Bro, thank you so much though, Jose. It's always great.
It's always a pleasure to be on, guys.
Will we have you for Survivor Series? Will you have some time after?
Yeah, man. Yeah, bro. I'm game. Let me see. What am I doing for Survivor Series?
All right, let's be more organized.
Let me look at my calendar before I commit to yay or nay, because I think I might be traveling that week.
You'll tell us later. Don't worry.
You can do it from your phone. It's fine.
We'll figure out some time. Thank you so much, though.
Yeah, I'm actually traveling that weekend, but you know what? I'll be able to join from Puerto Rico. So
join from a phone call. Yeah, we'll just call you on Zoom from the phone, and we'll get your opinion. And it's always a pleasure.
Las cosas se hacen bien o no se hacen, bro. So I'm always gonna be on camera.
But you're okay. But you're a big time, wrestling, journalist. I thought you had a nice phone that you could, it'll be the same thing. But all right, man. We'll get the background. We'll get the.
Wow. He's pero viste, está buscando la bofetada. Se la está buscando.
Ese fue my heel persona. Sorry, my heel persona came out. I'm trying to keep him in. I'm sorry.
Se la está buscando. And then, then people wonder, it's like, oh, hey, Danny, you're so cool. It's like, and then all of a sudden this guy comes out.
But that warrants
twitches a little bit.
Does that overshadow all my beautiful qualities? Yes, it does. I can't be an asshole like that. I can't keep being an asshole like that.
You know what it is? You know what saves you, bro? Is your hair, bro. You're beautiful, luscious.
It's the fucking hair.
It's the hair, bro. It's the hair. Give me that blue steel, bro. Give me that blue steel. Yes. God. Let's make this guy a superstar.
Thank you so much.
Only if he had a little more commitment. Only if he had a little more commitment to a stand-up comedy, he'd be better.
If only I had a little more commitment to my stand-up comedy. I guess I could take some of my podcast commitment of EOW and put it into my stand-up. Maybe I should start doing that. Yeah.
Yeah, man, we'll see. All right, guys. Thank you guys so much for listening to this train wreck of a podcast called EOW. Give it up to Jose G one more time. Give it up to Jose G one more time, and to Theo Willy for joining us and giving me a hard time. It's been fun. It's been great. Don't forget to give us a follow at EOW.pod on Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook. And don't forget to follow us on YouTube every other Wednesday. We post the reels there too. Guys, everything's up to date. The page keeps growing. We're up to 20 subscribers on YouTube. Heck yeah.
Woo, going viral.
Hell yeah. Viral soon. Maybe our argument goes viral. Who knows? But
it's gonna be. Los puertorriqueños le encantan el chisme, cabrón. You're gonna see that we're gonna have a huge spike in Puerto Ricans.
That'd be hilarious if we start going viral on TikTok. Like, oh my God, did you guys see this video? These 3 Puerto Ricans arguing on a podcast?
They're so dumb. None of them are right. They're such egomaniacs.
And they're not even talking Spanish. What's going on here?
Oh, man.
It's like they throw one Spanish word in there, makes it bilingual. Ay, Dios mío.
I did every once in a while. Te llame cabrón. Porque lo eres. Canta cabrón.
Tú también. No te preocupes.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Jose. Thanks, everybody.
Thank you so much. Love you guys.
All right. Love you guys. Have a good night, good evening, and bye.